Hello and welcome back. I'm George Eliason. Now, a few days ago, the UN inspector team arrived at the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant after being detained by the Ukrainians for about 4 hours. Following this, the Ukrainians mounted full-scale attacks on the plant.
In Ukraine, a team of UN inspectors braving this crossfire between Ukraine and Russia to reach that massive nuclear plant. One of its reactors now temporarily shut down because of all of this fighting. President Zelensky with a new message tonight on what he wants these inspectors to do.
Which endangered the inspection team. Zelensky's not happy about them being there. Now, Zelensky wasted over 2,000 of his most highly trained troops in this operation. And the question is why? They don't want the conditions at the plant reported.
So they can assess how safe it is.
I have just completed a first tour of the key areas.
Shelling in the town next to the plant intensifying, just as those inspectors arrived.
They don't want the plant to work normally. They don't want to provide power for over 20% of Ukraine, which is what the plant does. They want it shut off so the people suffer. Now, we're talking about events at a nuclear power plant. The Iaea team, the inspectors, actually thanked the Russian army for saving them from the Ukrainian army. And then they, off the cuff, said, well, that's their job anyway, to protect us.
The Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. Russian Defense Ministry today stated that the Ukrainian group of saboteurs attempted to seize, to capture the station in order to use the mission as a human shield. So they were neutralized according to the Defense Ministry, and the officials of Russian Defense Ministry express bewilderment, I quote, due to the lack of reaction of the UN Secretary General to this incident. Do you have any reaction in this regard?
You know, we are glad that the Russian Federation did what it needed to do to keep the inspectors safe.
Media is downplaying this. Why? It's equivalency.
I think our security people, our drivers have done a tremendous job in getting the Iaea inspectors in. They will continue to support the mission until it ends. And it is, like with any UN mission, it is the responsibility of those who have power over a certain area and who are responsible for a certain area to keep UN staff safe.
If Ukraine is doing this, then Russia can't be bad because Ukraine's attacking UN inspectors. Now, the IAEA, for its part, saw the shelling. They recorded it. They recorded the results of rocket attacks. And here's the thing about shelling. It takes 2 minutes to figure out where those shells are coming from, which is why in war, you've got about those 2 minutes to get out of the way after you've shelled a target, because the answer is going to be very, very precise. They have your location. This equivalency, not saying who's doing what when it's so blatantly easy to figure these things out, is a danger to Europe right now. If a small event occurs, now they just shelled the dome at, I think it was reactor 6 of Zaporozhye, and they did a little bit of damage. But what happens if they do a lot? Reactor 6 is offline, but that doesn't make it safe. It cuts down on the amount of bad to a degree, that's all. You still have the cooling pipes going in and out of the reactor cooling it. They're still as contaminated, and a burst is a burst and it covers everything. So equivalency is bad. Europe right now